everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I am Agus, and for today's video, I kind of wanted to take you along my reading of the A Court of Thorns and Roses saga. I mentioned it a couple videos ago, and you guys commented that you really liked it, so I kind of wanted to document the journey. We'll see if this even makes it on YouTube. I recently finished the first book, and I started the second one, and I kind of was like, let's just film and see what happens. Okay guys, this is a little update on Mist and Fury. I was like, because Fairy was going through with the wedding and she did not seem happy at all, and I just kept thinking, Ryson needs to show up, he needs to show up. Oh my god, and he did. I'm just dying. I need to know what happens, and he's like, oh darling, I just love him. I apologize for my hair. It's early in the morning, but I'm at the part where I don't even know how to say these names because I've only read them and I've never heard them once in my life. But Amren. When Amren, she tosses the book. What is happening, you guys? It's a trap. Like. Okay, today I got the two last books and I'm super excited. Sadly, like, one of them has a stain and the other one is, I mean, it has like little broken pages. It's not much, but it's just sad, but very excited. Guys, I just finished this and oh my god, it's the, no words. Okay guys, it's kind of late. I'm watching Friends, but I finished the book today and I was bawling. When Ryson dies, I was just, but I don't think it was mostly when he dies, but also when he comes back. Like, when everyone gives him the little, oh my, that was just beautiful. And her just, it was amazing. And then, I don't know, I'm just super excited for the next book. And also I kind of peeped through the pages, which maybe I shouldn't have done, but I saw that she kind of changes, like, Sarah changes perspectives of the characters, so I'm just really excited to kind of, I don't know, we're just gonna read a story from their different minds, and that's very exciting. But I'll start it tomorrow. It was just so good. So I was running out of these, so I ordered more, and like, look at the package. This is literally the only thing inside. Let's open it. What is going on? Okay guys, sorry for the really bad lighting again. My room is seriously the worst place to film at, but that's where we are, so let's do it. I just got a package from the common room, which is like, the owner's name is Haley, and if you've seen our past videos, I kind of started reading these books because of her recommendation. Like, she would always talk about them, and she even has some things in her store with the characters, and I was like, I just need to get it. And look at the package. Like, it's so cute. It's beautiful. Okay, so she does have this collection that are called, like, a character's favorite sweatshirt. Because, you know, it's kind of a classical, like, girls steal the hoodies of their boyfriends. So I think that's kind of the inspiration behind it, to my understanding. And I decided to get Cassian's. Because, like, who doesn't love Cassian? Oh, my God, you guys. I love it. It's so cute. I'm in love, you guys. And in the collection, this just fell. She also had some like scrunchies, and look at them. They kind of have, I'll do a little insert when there's better lighting, but it's nighttime right now and I didn't want to not open the package. They're so cute. Okay, I'll be wearing these and I'll show you with better lighting, but this is so cute. Love it. She's the best. Again, but I just got a package with more and something else. So I needed more sticky flags thing, I guess, and you know, to get to the free shipping, I decided to get the other saga. I mean, I know Sarah has 3 sagas and she came out with a book of one of them like a month ago, so I got the first book. This this is huge, you guys. Oh, look, it's in there. So I got this one, which is the Crescent City saga. And I also got the second one. So now I have these two. They're both ginormous, but I'm excited. So I'm going to read these after I finish the series, which I'm halfway through the last one. And then we have that book that we got with Aldi in one of our latest videos. So I'm going to finish that book, read the other one, the romance one, and then I'll get started on these two. But gotta get to free shipping, you know? It says like only a Target exclusive bonus scene, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it will say bonus scene, but we'll see. Oh my god, this looks great. Guys, they just made it to the lake and I am literally sobbing. That was so beautiful. Hello everyone. So I wanted to give it a breathing day because I finished the books yesterday and I kind of just wanted to let it settle, but it was amazing. Honestly, I think this is one of my, well, I think it might be just my favorite series at the moment ever. And I literally made some notes of stuff that I want to share with you guys because the main reason that I'm making this video is I just loved the story so much and I literally have no one to talk to about it because I don't know anyone that's read it except on like seeing TikToks and stuff. So I grabbed myself an iced coffee. So if you want to grab, I don't know, cup of tea, cup of coffee, and let's just talk. Okay, so first of all, I will say that when I'm talking about characters, I might insert some fan art or stuff, so I will link everything in a Pinterest board down below. I've been looking a lot of Pinterest stuff, and I even thought I spoiled myself on some things, but I think they're just theories, so that was kind of cool that I actually didn't spoil anything. But I am aware of some theories, and I am really excited about what's to come. Okay, let's start though. So I wanted to start with the actual story. First of all, it was amazing. All the twists from the beginning and how much we just, I don't know, it's this whole new world that she creates and I personally love it. And it just begins with this sweet little book that we don't know. Well, it's not sweet. There's a lot of stuff that happens, but I don't know. There's just so many things that she establishes. And I remember that I follow Haley from the Common Room. And I remember that she had sweatshirts that were like Cassian, Riss, and Azrael. Oh, and I will also say I've never heard these names in my life, so if I mispronounce them, please forgive me. I've just only read them, so I had only read their names and I was like, who's Tamlin? Like, why is he here and where are the guys that she actually likes? So I just kept waiting for those guys, and then when Reese finally appears and he's like, I've been looking for you. I love this story. And one thing one of my favorite things about the stories are the setups and payoffs, which one of those would be that, or I don't know, the paintings that she does in the cottage that then they pay off later. Also that Nesta, like the fire, she even knew about the fire. What is going on? There's so many little setups and payoffs that even maybe pay off books later, but it's just so beautiful. I wanted to rate the book, so this one is gonna be 5 out of 5. This one is gonna be 5 out of 5. This one is also gonna be 5 out of 5. Then this one, I'm gonna rate it 4 out of 5. And it's not because it's bad or anything, it's just that it's way thinner, and it mostly for me felt, you know, like that Friends episode that they go back in time and they usually kind of reminisce on the good times and they kind of just like take a chill pill. And I feel like that's how it felt. It felt like, oh my god, we're hanging out with the guys, which felt amazing. Like, we're part of the inner circle. That's kind of what it felt like. Not the filler episode, but kind of like the let's take a break, let's breathe, let's enjoy the winter solstice. So I really loved it, but I just don't think that the plot like is as good as the rest. And then this one, of course, 5 out of 5. This one had me sobbing. I mean, most of them had me sobbing at some point, so that was really good. Honestly, I love the story and how she progresses and how everything is kind of tied to the beginning and how she just kept growing from there. So honestly, the story is just beautiful. I love it. And also, can we talk about Nesta's story arc? Like, she was so lost and then she just grew so much, and I just love the fact that she little by little starts progressing, like talking to Cass and then maybe making friends, and then to the end actually feeling like she's at home. I don't know, I just thought that was so beautiful. and also so relatable. Oh, and can we talk about one thing that I absolutely loved is that women actually get periods. And I think we need to make this more normal, because sometimes you are watching movies or reading books and you're like, okay, look, I know you're in the middle of the jungle, but how? You know, sometimes you go on vacation and you need to count the pills so that you can chill, you know? So I do love the fact that that Sarah mentions it. I think that was a great idea, and also makes the characters more relatable to us, the normal people, I guess, who are not fae. Where are you, Riz? So next up, I want to speak about the writing. I had never read a book of Sarah's, but I think she's amazing. First of all, the way she describes things, the way she relates pretty much everything to color and smell, it's just amazing. I feel like I highlighted a couple parts that was like, oh, when we finally learn of how, I don't know, Elaine smells like, and I don't know, it's just beautiful that each character has like their own particular way and smell, and also the way she writes the different perspectives. That was my favorite thing of how she got into different characters per se. I do always say that Neil Gaiman is one of my favorite authors because I feel like every book he writes is written from a different mind, and I love that she was able to do that all within the same book sometimes. And I love how we started with Feyre, and then we moved to Feyre and Rhys, and then we move on to more characters, and then we finally go into the third person, but it's only Cass and Ness. So I do think that was beautiful. I just love it. I do miss having it in the first person. That's just a personal choice because I love when books are just like I, me. I don't know, I just love it more because it feels more like a diary, but it was still really good. And I just love how she slowly but surely eased us into it. I think that was amazing. One other thing that I also love about her writing is that, I don't know if she does this in other books, but in all of these books, maybe when there's a discovery or they're kind of like creating a plan and everyone is chiming in and we're not sure of what's happening, there's always someone that in the end kind of sums it up, you know? Like whether it's Ass or whoever, they're like, okay, so we're doing this, and then after this, and this might be the consequence. So I kind of love it because sometimes, you know, it is a lot of information, so it's kind of nice to have someone to sum it up so we're like, okay, we're all on the same page, this is what we're doing, let's go. So I absolutely love that. So now I wanted to move on to my favorites. This was a hard category, but first of all, I'm gonna start with my favorite book. And I think a lot of people on Book Talk agree, or on Instagram Book Talk, I don't know what it's called, but so many people reread, and they also start their rereads on this one, and I kind of agree, but oh my god, this book was my favorite one, not only because of the twists that it has, but like the progression of Feyre kind of being a housewife and the fact that she's so unhappy, and then the fact that we also get to learn more about Rhys and the fact that he's, I don't know, actually good. I mean, of course we have suspicions because he has been nice in the first book, but you're kind of like, oh, but is he really? But when he comes to save her from the wedding, I could not deal with it anymore. And then when he finally tells the story of how he knew they were mates, and the chapter with the cereal, if that's how you say it, I just thought that was beautiful. Honestly, this is my favorite book, and I will definitely be rereading this soon. And then also, this is, I feel like, in my opinion, this might be the one that has the biggest cliffhanger ending, so I loved that about it, and I'm glad I had the next one to read and I didn't have to wait, because that would have been a lot. Then I wanted to share with you my favorite cover. My favorite cover is this one, actually. I would love to get this flower tattooed. Like, it's so pretty. I mean, they're all really good, and I don't know, I know there are different of course editions, but I have this one. I got them all from Amazon, but I would love to get that flower tattooed. And also, just all of the things related to Starlight and to Valaris. That's a side note, but anything related to that and like the winter solstice and Starfall, beautiful. Then I wanted to go and talk, we're not going anywhere, but I wanted to move on to talk about my favorite characters. This one was a really hard category because if I could have the whole inner circle, I would, but I wanted to pick 3, and this is 3 after reading all of the books, all in the span of 2 months. So it's not that I'm gonna pick characters from like each book. It's like a general thing, but because I feel like they would keep changing. But right now I would pick Rhys, because like who doesn't love him? He's just amazing, and he's our High Lord. What can I say? Then I would pick Ness because I honestly admire her so much and how far she's come and how much he's just grown, and all the setups and payoffs that this has, like the fact that she doesn't want to go to the grave, and then in the end she does, and how she progresses from that journey, the stairs, and also sometimes how Sarah describes like the okay, side note, but that was beautiful. The fact that Sarah's always saying that she feels weight, that she has to carry a packet, that, I don't know, everything. And then in the end, the last sentence says, and Nesta smiled back, her steps light as she hurried down the hill to meet them. And that was the best payoff of them all, because we're seeing Nesta feel so heavy throughout the 700 pages. And then finally in the last one, she feels, well, in the last chapter, she finally feels free. And that was just so wholesome. I'm proud of her. I just want to be her. I love her. And then the third one, that's the difficult one, because I would put all of them in there. But I think today I will pick Az, just because he's just amazing. And also he's always there for everyone. He's such a good friend. He's such a good fighter as well. He's also gone through a lot, so I feel like he's also the type of character that you get to be proud of as well. I don't know, well, all of them honestly, but I don't know, today I'll pick him. He is a sweetheart and I love him. Okay, and then I wanted to share with you my top 3 favorite quotes. 2 of them are I've seen them everywhere, so I'm pretty sure it's everyone else's favorite quotes, but they're so good. So let's open Mist and Fury to page 337. The one that I love is "To the stars who listen and the dreams that I answered." And I don't know, I feel like not that I started, like, I'm always one person that if I see 1111, I'll make a wish, or shooting star, make a wish. Like, I'm kind of one of those persons that does believe that, you know, make a wish, because never know. Sometimes we forget to look up and look at the stars and wish and take a moment to breathe. And also it has so many, like, they repeat it at different times and it has different little things. So I thought that was beautiful, and it is the court of dreamers, and I think that's tied in very well. So I love it, and it gives me hope, and yeah, I just want to live by that quote. Then the second one is from the last book, and I think it was Amran, I have so much trouble with that name, that said it, but it was "keep reaching out your hand." And I think that kind of sums up the last book as well, because I mean, all of these characters have gone through so much, and as have many people that we know, or ourselves even. And so I feel like it's so important to just, yeah, keep reaching out your hand and be there for people. And I don't know, that sums it up so well. And it was just so beautiful, and how it can change when people actually reach out their hand, because you can see it with Gwen, you can see it with Emery, if that's said correctly, with Nez, and even with Farah when she accepts help from Rhys, and so on and so forth. So I think that that's really important as well. And then the last one is one that Gwen says when she gives them their solstice present, and because she had written a chapter on the book about them, and it's "our stories are worth telling." And I just love that, because I think that that's a really important thing. Sometimes we don't feel like we're, I don't know, either allowed to speak up or allowed to just share what's happened, whether it's something small or really big, but it's, you know, your own story, and it's worth telling. And I just thought that was really beautiful, which again, it kind of feels like a great summary for the books, because the first books are in first person, and every character has their own story that is worth telling, and that is worth listening, and that is worth reaching out your hand for. So I just really love that. Okay, and then almost last but not least, I wanted to move on to the lessons. I think that one thing that Sarah does is, like, she's made the sisters more like artists, and I feel like with Farah we see that she paints, and that art is very subjective and each person takes it differently, and I feel like with writing it's kind of like the same. So I wanted to say kind of like the messages, or not the morals, but like the lessons maybe even, that I got and that I loved, and they're kind of tied with the quotes as well. But I put that you choose your own family, because sometimes, you know, you move away. For example, I've moved away, and, you know, you meet new people and you make them your new family, and that is something amazing that life gives you. And I don't know, I feel like that's embedded in the books. And yeah, you choose your own family, you choose your own path, and I think that's just beautiful. Then also fighting guilt. I feel like most of the characters have dealt with guilt at some sort of way, and of course there is a ton of killing, there is a lot of things. so I think that is beautiful, how they kind of either find painting or exercise or talking or this or that, and how they kind of just deal with her guilt and grow from there. And then last but not least, it's tied to your stories are worth telling, that we are worth it, and like every character is worth it. So I thought that was beautiful as well. I love the books, and I hope you guys, I don't know, oh, I just love them. Also, one thing I did want to say is that I knew it was like, how do you say it, explicit. I knew it was explicit, but it did surprise me. The words that she uses, that Sarah uses, they are what they are, and you will picture what she wants you to picture. And last but not least, my roommate and I used to have a book club, and we used to ask a lot of questions, but a couple of them would be, if you were a character, which one would you be? And I've been trying to think about this because I personally always have the need to like put myself in a Hogwarts house, put myself in a court, or this, like, where would I fit in this world? So I am not sure which character I would be, but I feel like I would be a mix between Elaine and Nesta. Maybe, I don't know, I would have to ask people, but again, I don't know anyone that's read them, so I don't know who to ask. Then if I would be in a court, which one would I be? And I think I would be in the Dawn Court, just because of the descriptions, and it sounds gorgeous, and I am very much of a morning person, but I still love seasons as well. And you know, in the like time courts, I don't remember how you call them, you do get seasons, so I would love to go through seasons. And it's also close-ish to Valaris, so I would go out with more in the inner circle to party, so I think that's the one that I would be in. And then, like I said, I've seen some stuff like regarding theories. There's an airplane. So I've seen some stuff regarding theories, and one thing that sometimes we would ask if there was a next book or something is like, what are you looking forward to? So amongst the many things that I'm looking forward to, I really want to see who As is gonna pair with, like whether it's Elaine, because in the last couple of chapters they were exchanging some glances there, but I know a lot of people think that he should be with Gwen, so I was wondering, what do you guys think? And just like, I don't know, let me know your thoughts. What are you looking forward to? Who are your favorite characters, favorite courts, favorite chapters, favorite books? Just let me know your thoughts. I really want to talk about the books. So I really hope that what I said wasn't, I don't know, far off, but I really enjoyed talking to you guys about this. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts, and it was really fun. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and thank you so much for joining this reading adventure. I hope you have the best day, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.